Hey everybody, I just wanted to talk to you about communications today. I am at Dayton, Ohio with the world's biggest ham convention right now. This is pretty exciting to have the world's largest amateur radio convention here in Ohio. So I just wanted to come out and check it out. But what I wanted to talk about is to my friends in my town that I live in. And if you're watching this and you live in a different town, you can actually do this program, what I'm about to talk about, but you'll actually have to take the lead on it. My wife and I about 8 years ago got our ham radio license so that we could talk in an emergency. Either the phone lines would go down and we'd have a way to talk, or during the emergency we would have the phone lines could potentially be overloaded and we would have a way to talk to each other. If she was at work or if I was at work, we'd still have a way to talk to each other. Since we've gotten our ham radio license, it's come in handy for militia training and other things. But something more ominous and more sinister has come about here in the last few weeks. And I'm talking about the censorship that we're seeing on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and all these different venues. They're shutting people down. They're cutting them out. So they're actually cutting out their ability to communicate with friends and family, share pictures and video. And it's really kind of scary. 8 years ago when I got my ham radio license, I never envisioned there would be a time where there would actually be something in place that would actually take our ability to communicate out with one another. So what I wanted to talk about is to my friends here in my town here that I'd like to set up a ham radio simplex net. In other words, with a ham radio, you can communicate, you can send pictures, you can send out any type of messages, text messages. You can do it all through ham radio. So what I'd like to do is get my friends to go out and buy at least a Baofeng radio. They're about $25 on Amazon, and work on getting your ham radio license. And once you get your ham radio license, then we can run a radio net so that if there's any time in the future where they cut off our ability to communicate with one another, share stories, share pictures, anything like that, you and I will actually have the ability to communicate with one another. And it also would help during emergencies, of course. But now censorship actually is more of something that's more probable to each of one of us than actually some type of natural disaster or man-made disaster. So again, if you have any questions about ham radios or setting up a radio net, by all means, give me a call or message me, and I'd be more than happy to walk you through something like that. And then we can get something set up. And again, if you live in a different town than me, you can take the lead where you're at and set up a radio net in your neighborhood. And that way we can beat censorship, and we can also be prepared for any type of disasters out there. So again, give me a shout if you're interested, and please go out and buy your ham radios today and get studying on your ham radio license. Thanks so much. Take care.